Hello fellow noobs, it's a Noob No More here, looking to grow the game in the community through some informative and competitive gameplay at times, and then some outright silly stuff at other times. Today we're doing something a little bit in the middle. We're doing some practice for the KillPeteOpen tournament that's hosted by ET, the man himself. He's actually streaming at the moment. I was going to, but I'm just going to stay offline for a bit, but I thought I'd record it for you guys and show you the new settings now that there's no longer any fog. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the original layout. So purple has unfortunately botted. So someone didn't ready up, I missed that. In the second position, we've got Johan, who's a 15k expert with 394 hours played. And their FFA record is 65 to 389. In the third position, you've got JJ, who shouldn't need any introduction. It's not JJ Bra, this is a different JJ, but he's at 58k in Switch. It's just a ridiculous number of skill points. Probably one of the highest skill points for the past few seasons. You've got myself in the fourth position. Unfortunately, I can't show you my stats. I'm a 33 point something, I don't know, K Grandmaster. Current Risk World Champion, Classic Risk World Champion, that is. There has been another FFA tournament since then. Just looking to get some practice in. I'm currently sitting on 55 points, which isn't too bad. I think I'm in the 50s. And in order to make it through at round 9, you need to be in the top 48. So at the moment, we're just heading into round 5. So we've still got a few rounds to go, but I'm on track to be where I need to be. I'd prefer to be sitting just inside the top 48 rather than just outside, but you don't always get what you want. All right, in the fifth position, that's where ET is. He's a 41.4k Grandmaster. He's been sitting in the top 10 for most of the past season. And in the sixth position, we've got Of Choice, who's a 16k master, but 129 hours played. He's a very good player, 23 and 78. Okay, but I need to work out what territory I'm going to go for. I don't think this is going to be a bonus taking kind of game. That's my sense. Okay, there are two types of ways. Well, let's go through the settings first. As I said, fog has been turned off. The decision was made to turn fog off, partly because it meant that some people were just getting hit by newer players, but that's okay. That's part of the game. But mostly is that because of some of the abilities to have kill guards in certain positions caused by the blizzards, you can see that one of the settings is to have blizzards on. What was actually happening was that some of the games were stalemating, and that was the chief reason that Kilted has given in order to remove the fog from this game. But for the rest of it, just so people know, this is the World Conquest map. It's slightly bigger than the classic map, which is at 42 territories. 60-second timer, progressive cards, balanced blitz, alliances are off, fog's off, blizzards are on, as I said, and the portals are off as well. All right. So just having a quick look at the bonuses here. Obviously in South America, ET's taken that one. That's a plus through. Oceania's a bit bigger than on the classic map. You can see it's got the Philippines and New Zealand. That's now a +4. It's also got 3 entry points, whereas obviously Australia only has 1 into Indonesia. Africa is a solid point, a solid 3, +3. Europe's still a +5. North America's a +5, and Asia is still a +7. So now I'm wondering whether or not I should have gone for Europe, because it looks like Purple, the bot, is going for Africa. Now, ET has gone for South America, but he's burnt through a lot of troops to do it. And this is the thing. I think Orange is trying to signal that he wants Australia. I'm not quite sure where he wants them to go, because he's going to try and let them out that way. Okay, that's not a bad play. Of course, that's Johan. So if you're not going for the bonus type play in progressive, the other option is to go for the separate armies type approach. And that's what I'm trying to do here. By going for the separate armies approach, what I'm trying to do is make it harder to kill me, because I'm spread in a few different places around the world. But also I'm trying to make it so that it's easier to reach others as well. So you want to start lining up on people. like the bot, for example. Like the bot's only got 11 troops and 2 cards. I can't eliminate them just yet, but I'm certainly going to be thinking about it in the next couple of turns. So I'm going to try and put more troops there. Okay. Now, because I've identified that Orange is signalling that he wants to try and take Australia, some of the other players may actually try and come out of there. So I should probably get out of the way with this 3, and I think this is more at risk being at a nexus point than this 2 is. So of choice in yellow has quite a few other options here. So I'm just going to put all these guys into here. JJ was trying to signal that he was wanting to get out. I did trap him in there. I was aware of it at the time. But I'm not quite sure what he wants me to do about it now. He's not going to hit that. That's equivalent to suiciding both of our games, which he can do, of course. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, I am a noob no more. I am going to be increasing my YouTube content output from now on. I'm going to try and aim to do something every second day. So hopefully this is a good video and we get it up and running. But I do a whole range of things. I do some proper ranked up play, Grandmaster play, like a prog caps. I'm going to do a lot of classic fixed. But at the moment, the game is glitching, so I don't really want to do any ranked. I do lots of other silly stuff as well. I do 0 card challenges. I play zombie roulette. If you don't know what that is, either of those 2 things are, go and check out some of the other videos that I've posted, because I've already started putting some of those things up. I want to take a little bit of a walk on the silly side as well. Have a bit of a sense of humour with the game. Okay, so the bot isn't actually able to take cards. Interesting. All right. So why don't we ask ourselves the question, is it worth it to eliminate purple now? Okay. So the sets are currently at 4. So 3 cards. Oh, I've got a while. 3 cards is currently worth 4 troops. So that means that each card is worth a little bit over a troop. So if I eliminate these 13 troops for 2 cards, and these cards are only worth around 1 and a bit each, it's not very good. So it's not worth eliminating the bot for 2 points. For 2 cards just yet. What you do need to remember, though, is this is a practice for the KillPeteOpen Tournament Round 5. So you actually get 3 points for bounties. If you take the 3 points for bounties into account, it starts to become slightly more worth it. So then you just want to start thinking about whether or not it's troop negative or troop positive. And it's, yeah, as I said, it's just not troop negative or troop positive just yet. So I'm gonna leave that for the time being. I'm gonna put 2 here. One here. I'll take this one here and move that there. All right, because I am really, along with of choice, chopping the board in 2 here. These 2 territories, you've got to go through one of these 2 territories to eliminate someone. And that's going to make it harder to kill people. And I also want to make sure that no one else can kill the bot apart from the people that are already in there, which is yellow, black, and red. Of course, that's pretty much rest of the players, with the exception of orange. So I'm not sure that it's achieving very much. But it does chalk up the board and make it harder to kill. Generally speaking, in progressive, though, you kind of want to be out of the way a little bit. So I should... And that way people can go around you if they're trying to eliminate people. So I might move into Japan. I feel like this is already out of the way. This, of course, being Ontario, is usually a better territory. It's just got access to so many more. Japan here looks pretty good as well. No one is going to try and take that from a continent point of view, because it's part of Asia, but it actually has a lot more access than the normal Japan. So I might, now that I'm in my 3 stacks, I'd prefer to have 4, just to be clear on this map. But yeah, I think we can take Japan and move out of this choke point, and then maybe think about getting out of this choke point as well. So the purple bot is still card skipping unintentionally, which is fine, of course. Now, I should be starting to think about who to line up on. Normally in progressive, you try and line up on the person immediately after you. Why? Because when you get to the second set of trades and it's worth eliminating certain players, you want to be trading in when you have 4 cards and your opponent that you're trying to eliminate has 4 cards. And that way you set in turn. But everyone else in front of me will probably have had the opportunity to already set. The people that are after you haven't had that opportunity yet. Oh, man. Orange took my territory, which I'm not happy about. Yeah, there's a one here. Okay, so we're going to try and get a natural set, which is a set without using the wild card. For that, I'm going to need another artillery, or of course another pony, or cavalry, as it's more commonly known. Make sure you guys can see everything. And you can see that ET now, with his bonus, even though it cost him initially, is starting to pull ahead of the rest of us. And he's going to get a really big set as well. So it's going to be interesting. And one other thing to think about now is that because this purple bot is card skipping, the sets won't grow as quickly. So ET's actually in a really good position because it means he's going to be holding this bonus for longer. So ET's going to maybe be a bit too big for me to eat. And I should be thinking about lining up on yellow instead, which I'm not really well lined up on. Because he's hiding all the way down here, which is kill guarded by this orange. What do I mean by kill guard? It's someone it's got a territory that's protected by somebody else. And the bot is still card skipping when it could add here and take a card. But it's usually what happens is bots are attracted to bigger stacks. That's where they tend to add. And because ET's got 8 here, it's adding here and then it can't take its card. Although it could still try and roll the 2-on-1. And my troops aren't really spread apart enough, so I'm going to move them apart a little bit more. Try and get out of people's way, because as I said, red should be lining up on me a little bit as well here. Which they kind of are lined up on me. And yeah, they're definitely adding more here, like they're lining up on me. Okay. I'm going to put one here. Oh, I can now take Japan. And did this, did I lose a troop there? No, I just didn't add one. No, I added it down here. That's right. Okay, cool. So as I said, I'm trying to move away from, I didn't want to move closer to red because as I said, they're going to be in a position to potentially eliminate me. But as I mentioned, because purple's not taking cards, the sets might not be big enough in order for it to be worthwhile to actually eat me. So it's going to be really interesting. But you can see now ET is definitely getting ahead of us. I don't have any territories that I'm actually residing in. There's an argument that I could have potentially moved to one of them. I think it would have been too much of a conflict to take this +2. But you can see now I've got access to potentially going through and now getting this yellow territory down here if of choice remains weaker. Because if I've got to go through this 5, for example, that will put an extra 5 troops on of choice, which is 38, which would still be less than ET. All right, so the bot got a card there. Who did it attack? It attacked ET and rolled a 7 on V7. Oh dear. Oops. Oh dear. Okay, so now ET is in a much more vulnerable position. Okay, and then that takes red out. It's a bit too late, Johan, to be taking bonuses. Johan is another streamer and a decent player and someone who's a very much appreciated and large member of the Risk community on Twitch. So at the moment, again, the sets are only at 8, and I do get a natural set, which is great. The sets are only at 8, so it's not worth eliminating me or eliminating purple just yet. Okay, so he breaks, JJ breaks orange, because orange took out a couple of red territories in order to take America. Okay, so do we want to hang on to Eastern United States or Mongolia? Probably hang on to Mongolia. I don't think I'm really going to get either. And this is where it becomes important. Who am I lining up on? As I said, sets are at 10, and that's at 16. Someone else is going to eliminate this bot before I get the chance to. But nonetheless, normally you'd want to add 21. I'm going to put at least another 2 there. Better hurry. Okay. Now I know I've got a set on 3 because I had a wild card. So again, if this bot doesn't set with 4 cards, the sets will be bigger by that point. It might actually be worth eliminating the bot. Let's see what happens. Does ET go for the bot instead? Because it's starting to get attractive. With attacker's advantage, it might be worthwhile killing the bot. But you can see the benefits now of the larger sets. You can see that the people that have set later have now got bigger troops. And ET, despite losing that 7, is still ahead in troops at the moment of 44. But of choice, I think, will be just about to overtake him. So ET's taken too much time here, I think. No, it's okay. He's got the time and the speed. Loses 5 there, 2 more there, and nothing there. So he takes that and sets in again. But he's actually, if he trades in, you can see he's only got 1 more troop than when he started. He was 44 before, and now he's actually at 45. So that was troop positive for him, I guess. And he did pick up a card. He picked up a trade, I should say. But he didn't pick up a card. So it was kind of, yeah, he basically gained 1 troop, but he did get the 3 bounty points. So we've got to remember that this isn't actually just a game of Risk. We are playing like it's a KillPeteOpen tournament. And in fact, I probably should have eliminated purple myself in that instance. Because even if it's mildly troop negative, I'd want the 3 points. So that's something I've got to focus on a little bit better. That's one area of improvement for me in terms of the practice that I've got to focus on, is just remembering that the bonuses, the bounties count. All right, so Johan now, he's got 51 troops with the trading. If he eliminates anybody though, he's not going to be able to trade in himself. It looks like he's just going for North America. It's a bit too late to be going for a +5 bonus when the sets are at 25. Okay, so I can't eliminate anybody and set in turn. Can red eliminate me? I don't think so. Now, if I eliminate red on 4 cards, I trade in, which I can do already anyway. But then I'd be sitting on 5 cards. Sets are at 25. And it's 24. I think I should be doing this, right? See if someone can kill me. Okay, so that's fine. So I need to put a bunch here. All right, so I've already got 51 troops before. I've only got 43, so that wasn't a great play, to be honest. All right, but someone's going to have a set to eliminate me. But I do pick up the 3 points for the bounty as well. So the chances of a set on 3 are about 40%. So these guys would both be lucky to have a set, and then they've still got to eliminate me even if they do have a set. So that's going to be the challenge. The chances of them both having a set, though, well, there's a 60% chance of one of them not having a set. But if you multiply that out by 2 people, there's only a 1 in 3, or about a 36% chance of them both not having a set. So this is going to be challenging. All right. So let's see if I got lucky. Because I could now eliminate ET on my next turn. The sets are now pretty big. They're at 30. And he doesn't have a trade. All right. So my mission now will be kill ET. I'll be on 2, 6. Then I'll drop back to 3 cards. So I'll need to eliminate yellow. So I need to finish up where I can eliminate yellow. Kamchatka or China. Kamchatka's good. Oh no, China's even better. All right. Oh, not this again. All right. So there's another bonus and another bounty, I should say. Now that I can't get to yellow. North Africa, Kamchatka. How many is it? He's got 4. Okay, so how do I take care of him though? I'm going to have 41 troops. It's not enough. Now he's going to try and eliminate me, isn't he? All right, let's see if of choice, because of choice, can he trade and get me? He gets 40 troops. He's more than likely to have a set. 76 isn't enough to kill me, and he can't use this 14. He can't kill me. Oops. Oops. Do I have a set on 4? I do have a set on 4. All right, so far I've got 2 bounties. It looks like of choice is going for 2nd place here. Because I'm going to be able to set in and eliminate him. He's going for the Johan bounty, so he's going for 2nd place. All right, so I use this 6, add to all of this 6. Well played, and thanks. All right. Oh, come on. Oh no, I muffed it. So I mucked up the pathing there, guys. But I've got another, thankfully I've got this reserve army. And I wish of choice, good game. Well played. But you have to remember these 2 armies. Oh, don't hit. Oh, I was about to incorrectly do that. and I get a third bounty and the win. All right. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Good luck in your round 5 game if you are playing the KillPeteOpen practice. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you got something out of it, that you learn about the bonus taking meta versus the non-bonus spreading your armies out meta. And I hope there was a lot in there about whether or not it's the right time to eliminating someone. Particularly, as I said, the one learning for me this game in particular was that don't forget that the game is bounties, and even if something is mildly troop negative, it still might be worth it to go for the points. And one last thing, don't muck up on your pathing over here in Australia. As an Aussie, I'm particularly embarrassed about mucking up in my own continent. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a like and a subscribe. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in below. I really want to know what you think. And as I said, good luck in your games. Bye, everyone.